this short video, we're going to talk about your supplements for your 28-day gut kickstart. Supplements are a wild west out there. Get on Amazon.com, for example, and just Google any supplement. Say I want to find the best vitamin B on there. Chances are you're going to come across 100 different B vitamins with varying types of reviews. This one's the best. This one's the best. So how do you know which one is the best? And where do you even start? What supplements you even need? Again, supplements are a wild west. In a perfect world, we'd get all our nutrients from our food sources, and we'd have the optimal digestive superpowers to digest food without needing things like enzymes, probiotics, prebiotics. We live in a different world and a different century nowadays, which is where supplements can be helpful, but are adjunctive. They're meant to be supportive, not replacements completely for whether it's nutrients in our diet and or long-term resorts. So if I have bloating, for example, quite often, there may be a time in a season that digestive enzymes and HCl, or hydrochloric acid, that mimics stomach acid, can be super helpful for me. Does this mean I'm going to need to take those for the rest of my life? No, not if we work on building up your healthy gut bugs for one and your digestive superpowers like we're going to do throughout this journey. Supplements, again, can be adjunctive. Likewise, with actual nutrients, say like magnesium, for example, tends to be very deficient in soil and food sources nowadays. So sometimes a little extra boost of magnesium in the diet can help with sleep onset, it can help with muscle cramping, it can help the body just feel more balanced overall. Because magnesium is responsible for over 300 different enzyme reactions in the body. So this is where I may supplement with that. That doesn't necessarily negate me also eating foods that have magnesium in them. Maybe dark leafy greens, avocado, and even dark chocolate. So supplements are kind of like the bumper lanes. If you have ever been bowling and used the bumper lanes that help keep the ball in the lane, they're gonna help keep the body in a more balanced state, and that's how we can use them. There's 3 primary uses of supplements and your supplement strategy that you should consider before deciding just what to buy or taking random things without really knowing why you're taking them. So strategy number 1 would be to use supplements therapeutically. This would be for a specific target or maybe disease presentation or imbalance that we're targeting. So say, for example, you're super constipated. You're not going to the bathroom every single day. Well, therapeutically, we may use certain supplements that either clear out dysbiosis or gut bacteria imbalances, like herbs such as oregano and berberine, or we may use agents like digestive bitters that help stimulate your gallbladder to release bile and poo. Those specifics of the therapeutic uses of supplements are best determined between you and your practitioner, but that is one example of using supplements therapeutically for a specific targeted strategy you have in mind. Number 2 use of supplements would be as a nutritional boost. So we mentioned magnesium a little bit earlier. Unfortunately, today our soil is very deprived of a lot of nutrients that our ancestors ate years and years ago, and or our diets just overtly can be very nutrient deficient. If, say, I've been eating a certain way for so long that maybe eating an apple every single day, and that's the only source of fruit that I've been getting for 2 years. Or maybe I only eat dry chicken breast. I haven't really eaten dark meat for a while or beef for a while. Our nutrient profile can become more narrow. So using supplements nutritionally would be using supplements to help amp up a variety of nutrients that we would be getting in our food. This can be accomplished sometimes through a really quality multivitamin. That's another topic for another day. There's a wild west of multivitamins out there. I also love like organ meat capsules or liver capsules that tend to be very potent in a variety of nutrients as well. Or we can become more targeted. If we do some lab testing with a client and say we do a nutrient deficiency test and find that they're low in the CoQ10, for example, that's really good for cardiac health. We may use CoQ10 for a time in a season nutritionally to give them a little booster for helping their cardiac function, their energy, even their breathing work a little bit better. And this is where looking at blood work and nutrient deficiencies can be really helpful, as well as just doing an assessment of your diet. Have you had a very narrow diet for a long time? That can be a very good indicator that you're missing out on some nutrients. And over the course of the next 28 days and beyond, we're gonna be amping up those nutrients and really be able to let your true colors shine if you need some extra nutritional boost after this process. Number 3 strategy with supplements would be as replacement. So replacement would be, say, I am really deficient in healthy gut microbes. I have a history of colitis, for example, or I have a history of SIBO and certain small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. I don't have certain microbes and I have certain others. So this is where we could strategically use probiotics to help with populating a more diverse and replacing that of which we just don't have right now. Other replacement strategies would be being low in stomach acid. So say I feel bloated 1 to 2 hours directly after eating, typically that's going to be a stomach acid issue. So supplementing with some HCl, which mimics stomach acid, or apple cider vinegar for a season may be a good replacement strategy. So those are the 3 uses of supplements. Therapeutic, is it going to be a short-term targeted approach? Nutritionally, am I basically boosting up nutrients that I haven't been getting in my diet or I'm not getting? And number 3 would be as a replacement. Am I replacing what should be there that's not? And sometimes those strategies, depending on what we're targeting or what we're missing, will be short or long, just really depending on what we need. And it's very individualized in that way. Over the course of the next 28 days, we're going to be focusing primarily on boosting digestion, which in a way is going to be more of a replacement strategy. Given the fact that at least 1 in 2 people have an overt gut-related symptom or disease state in our society, although most clinicians speculate more, we're going to focus on just boosting your gut microbiome, which is going to help with absorbing your nutrients that we're aiming to get in. So with our supplement strategy, we're going to focus on boosting our digestive enzymes, bringing in some good gut bugs that are typically well tolerated in a spore-based probiotic, supporting your liver and your gallbladder, and then adding in some minerals that are going to help your cells digest, and then adding in some minerals that are going to help your gut and your cells actually absorb the nutrients you're eating better. Minerals are kind of like the spark plugs for your body. So again, the purpose of your 28-day gut kickstart is to really prime your body and to get your digestive functioning and digestive mechanics working optimally. So say down the line in phase 2, when we may do more cleansing of the gut, you actually have the reserves and the ability to do that. We've replaced that which should be there. One last thing I'll note here about supplements is that quality matters. So rest assured that you're only being recommended the most top of the line quality supplements for a reason. We don't want to flush your money down the drain. Unfortunately, in the supplement industry, with it being a Wild West, there's a lot of not so great manufacturing processes out there. So whether certain formulas are being highly heated, and really, so for probiotics, they're being manufactured at a really high heat, the probiotics that were initially there before going through manufacturing are not going to be there on the other side. Similarly, a lot of supplements actually contain a lot of fillers and additives, artificial ingredients in the capsules and formulas that also can contribute to more food intolerances or immune reactions and just lack of absorption of those supplements as well. We only recommend companies that have third-party testing and really high-quality manufacturing standards for a reason. And lastly, if a supplement is sitting in a warehouse for a super long time, or maybe you're ordering it from Amazon where its manufacture date was like 5 years ago and maybe expired, etc., there's just not much quality control there. So that's also something that's really important to us in the recommendations that we make for you and your health when it comes to supplements. So that's it for your tutorial on supplements. We talked about a lot here, but the main focus is for the next 28 days to use supplements primarily to help boost digestion and your digestive mechanics and focus on a foods first approach to getting your nutrients in. And we'll see where that takes us.